Welcome to Frequency Life, where we discuss issues that concerns man and God. Today, we're going to be discussing why Eve was able to influence Adam. And we're going to look at this critical topic because it looks like what we face on a daily basis. That influence that Eve has over Adam, looking into the reference of the biblical text, why Eve was created. But for clarity and for detailed discussions, we're going to have invited my friends here. On my right side is Stephanie. On my left side is Fred. My two guests here, who are my friends, are going to be discussing about this. And I would like to start first from Stephanie. Why was Eve able to influence Adam?
Well, Eve was able to influence Adam because she's obviously a woman. The power invested in her. See, if you know the power a woman has over a man, talk more of her own man. You know that we all know where the move button is hidden. So yes, definitely that's why.
So you mean Eve knew that there's move button in Adam?
Yeah, of course.
I don't believe that.
Excuse me.
No, I don't. Do you know why?
Why?
I believe Adam was just being a man. As a man, it is said that you should love your wife. Do you understand? And now, that doesn't work for every man. That moment button in quote does not work for every man.
That's not possible unless you're not a man.
If we must believe you as our women, it's because the Bible has said that we should love you.
It's not
as our wives.
That's following Bible.
So when you talk about mumu button, when you say mumu button, it doesn't work for every man.
As long as you have flesh and blood, there's always a button.
It's not for everybody. Trust me.
Then you're a stick.
He was just being a man that is to love his wife, and then thinking that the woman was actually doing the right thing.
Why?
Not knowing that. You see why it was so easy for Eve to be deceived by the serpent, because there is this thing about women. You believe in what you hear, sweet. And then we now, as the men, because we feel that, yes, we should love you and then always probably do what makes you happy. Now, Adam believed in her wife, in Eve, and then got influenced. Do you understand? But that does not work for every man.
What do you think?
I don't believe in what you're saying, because the last time I checked, once the woman comes into play, everything moves like water. No stopping. She has that power. Oh, you think because she's not the head of the home? She's the neck, and the last I checked, the neck controls the head.
But so you have to look at it in different perspectives, right? So if you say the neck controls the neck.
Yeah, the neck controls the head.
The neck controls the head. Look at the biblical text. Eve was created because of Adam.
Okay. Exactly.
Okay.
So as an assistant, you cannot influence your boss except you want to be influenced.
Yes.
But the questions you want to ask is, why did Adams allow his momo button to be pressed by Eve?
Did you see the beauty in what God created in Eve? The rib of the ribs. Did you see the beauty?
It's not all about the beauty.
It's about what?
Just like I said, he just allowed himself to be influenced.
So you mean Adam's allowed himself to be used?
To be used by Eve.
What made him allow himself? What is the I don't even know the English. What is the energy that made him, relax, sit back? Why didn't he not, hold up his guard?
Because he loved his wife, and then he just wants to make you happy. He wants Eve to be happy.
Come on, look at the compliments of Eve.
Let me see her as my woman, and then believe that she knows what she's doing, not knowing that. That is why I said...
He was also warned by God, though. Don't forget. But yet, this woman, changed the narrative. They were both warned.
But look at it. See, there's a better way to look at it. So, if he was able to influence his decisions, it shows that he was a listening man. it shows that he was listening because he felt that Eve was a gentle and was a delicate individual. Just like it could be referred that God listens to us, not because we can influence his decisions, but because he listens to us because he knows the nature in which we are created of.
That is just
so sometimes people can allow themselves to be compromised, not necessarily because somebody has influence over them.
Exactly.
Or somebody has the capacity to change their mind, but they just allow themselves to be used because they want to.
Because they. Oh my God!
That is just it.
Well, that's what you think. Do you know the strength, the capacity a woman has to penetrate through thick and thin walls of a man?
Okay, explain.
Do you know? It cannot be explained because you are not the same gender as I am. There's what I will say now. You will be like, sister, you're talking.
So what happens to those women that have it difficult to penetrate or influence their husband?
They are not happy from their power.
What power?
The power invested in them.
What happened to the power invested
that power
in
that the man?
Yeah.
No, the man is just, there existing while we are taking charge. Let's say it like that.
So you strongly agree.
A man will only allow you to influence him if he wants to be influenced.
Why is he allowing himself to be influenced?
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
If you have a child,
and
he wants Capri-Sol, or wants a juice, and you're probably tired, and he said he wants that, he started crying, will you listen to that child and get it done?
Of course.
So does that mean that the child influences your decisions? Because that's not what you plan to do. You probably want to go home, get home, take showers and all that. But now you have your child that wants to be compensated for the inconvenience he's going through or she's going through, and he wants juice or something.
If my child was not able to tap into my emotional state, right, I wouldn't, see the need to, right?
So does that mean that you were able to tap into the man's emotional state?
Of course, there's a key to a padlock.
So the child has the key to your padlock.
Let's say it like that. Yes.
And you have the key to the man's padlock.
Simple, equation balanced.
I still stand on my word that the man that wants to be influenced will only accept, allow you to be influenced because, we see you as the man is the head of the house, right?
Oh, you don't want to feel so belittled. Now, is that the problem?
That is not what I'm talking about. We see you as our responsibility. Just like we see our children as our responsibility. Then when you come up with that, honey, this, we just want to, let's just accept and let it slide. Not like you can actually influence a man that doesn't want to be influenced. Believe me.
You see, we can do anything through Christ because what we have. I think it needs the angel to come down to explain to the men, like the power that God has given you men. And I'm sure that most of you are threatened by it. Because if not, why are you fighting with me over this issue?
You see, it takes a woman with
Let's look at it in
wisdom.
Let's look at it in the other way.
Okay.
Let's assume that it was difficult for Eve to influence the decisions of Adam. What state will the world be right now?
I think you should answer that.
Oh my God. What state? Are you trying to say something indirectly?
I think you talk about your powers, what a woman can do, but your power has never, I don't think your power has been able to help the world. It has created more commotions and it has created more good.
My Jesus. I would have said it's true, but at the same time, Eve would have given him another fruit. And at the same time, let's look at the serpent. I really don't know what the serpents would have told. I don't know the contrast they had. But let's say, what if something else would have come up to even make the world come in this disarray? What if it was not the fruit?
No. The problem has to do more with the influence, because putting aside the fruit, there was an element of disobedience that he couldn't have. If he had listened that this fruit he shouldn't have touched, then he probably won't have to go and consider taking the fruit, right?
Okay.
So, but now, what actually if you look at it technically, there's something that influenced Eve, that make Eve to influence Adam.
The key.
You understand?
The key. Yes.
So there was the serpent as the key to the woman.
Let's call it business partner-ish.
Okay, so it means every woman does business with serpent.
No, it's not. See, at that case scenario, the serpent was wearing suit.
The serpent was wearing suit.
Exactly. So I think they had one or two discussions, and they're like, okay, and then she went ahead.
But isn't that similar? Let's bring it back to our nature as humans, and also look at the environments we live in.
Okay.
Many reactions of women are probably instigated by a serpent's idea. That serpent could be another woman. That serpent could be another guy. That serpent could be social media. That serpent should be something, a voice that's speaking that they can't control. So would you say that since Adam, woman has struggled to listen to a better voice other than the serpent?
Since Adam, women have struggled to listen to a better. I didn't get that question.
Since Adam, women have struggled to listen to a better voice instead of the serpent. It's difficult.
So, are you calling Adam a better voice?
A better voice, yeah, because it's not a voice that's influencing you into destruction.
So,
Exactly.
but I have a question in reference to this. Now, they both knew about the fruits, right? The forbidden fruit.
Okay.
And then, if he was in his right mind, the better voice, he would have also, stop, the incident from happening and affecting a lot of generations. So what went wrong through Adam before you pass it on to Eve?
No. I think you're trying to dodge the bullets. Don't dodge the bullets. The fact that Eve knew there was a problem.
They both knew.
No, but look at Adam ate the fruit not because of what he was thinking. Adam ate the fruit based on trusting the judgment of Eve.
After God has judged.
But don't forget, the reason Eve does that is because Eve wants to be like God. You understand? So, and that's one of those things that most women they always want to be better, looking for a better man than the current man they have. So you guys want to be better. They want to find a better God than the current God that you have. Isn't it?
Why do you have that narrative? Why do you have that ideology?
Because you can see from the narratives in the Bible, the Bible shows that the Eve came down and said, if you eat this fruit, you'll be like God. And that's the reasons why God has prevented you from eating these things. So what comes into Eve head is, how can I be God? And then once I become God, then I can become like Eve. So Eve I can become like God, then I can initiate Adam into that process. One thing apparently happened. The moment after eating that apple, the Bible recorded our eyes was opened. So now our eyes opened. It has some element of God, knowing evil and good. Before, they didn't know evil and good. So now what came into our mind was that, let me make my husband to know evil and good so that we can both enter into the same canal. And they both fell into the same canal where they can't escape. But if Adam didn't hit out of it, he might be able to appease God or please help beg God.
Okay.
So that they can't help Eve out of this nonsense she has created for herself.
So it is safe to say that women are actually the pioneer of issues.
Excuse you. Hold on first. Don't be too fast. I've been getting here is women this, women that.
It's not about women this. It's about the reality. You're looking at the biblical text. What has happened?
Has there been a situation of where they made the right choices?
But that is actually the fact. That's the truth. Because if you had not introduced that or influenced, or let me not use that word influence, if you had not made him eat
where are my
eat
women
of that fruit,
sisters?
this whole thing wouldn't be happening. So it is safe to say, when I say that women are actually, I don't know how it will sound, but
The better voice and the man that doesn't want to.
women are actually part of,
God.
or they are like, say,
we need to take
the sheer higher percentage of what is the problem we're having right now on earth.
So you're saying women are the problem?
That is actually the genesis of the whole thing. It started from there. If that man had not eaten of that fruit that God warned him not to eat, he actually believed his wife. He loved his wife. He loved Eve and believed, her and her judgments. And then there is something about women, because we're talking about this whole thing generally, that also affects humanity. Humanity. Now, men should not, I don't know if it is here is the right place to say this. I don't know if I can say this. That men should just, there's a limit to which you can take orders or take corrections or take from women. Because if Adam had not agreed to eat of that fruit, what is happening in the world today might not be happening.
So women will be outside, the guys.
Because I think in that context, Adam was weak. I don't want to call him a weakling. He actually to have accepted or to have been influenced by Adam and Eve at that moment.
That mumu button was pressed. The power.
You keep talking about this mumu button, and you've forgotten that there are people today, there are men today that women bow at their feet.
Oh, that is what they are showing you in the public places, in the public eye. And you don't know what's happening in the inside.
I think our fathers then, our fathers used to say something. They used to say that, like, I was opportune to see my father and the wives, my father married more than one wife, the way they behaved, I think they were the ones that actually were real men. Sorry to say. The wives then were, I literally see my father's wives come to serve him. When they bring food to him and they want to serve him, they go on their knee to give him the washing hand basin to wash his hands before he eats. I think they are now civilization and all of it have changed these whole things.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, I think we're going back to that days of Adam and Eve.
And they were
that men would just be a weak man, and then whatever she says goes.
Oh, because of whatever she says.
In the long run, you fall into problem, and she that caused the whole issue will mock you. She will still come back to mock you. You mean because a man is taking the orders from a woman is a weak one? To an extent, I'm sorry to say, but to an extent.
Oh, because it's the apple of the forbidden fruit. That's why you're saying this. What about if it's the right direction? What would you have said?
As a man, you should know when a woman, okay, let me put it this way. When a woman is saying the right thing, you as a man use your initiative to know that, yes, actually this will.
So what happens?
There are things a woman will just come because you are loving her, because you are blind by
you could be blind.
Yes, because you're blind by the love. You just accept, okay, let me just do it, whatever happens, however it comes. But you being a real man, you know that what she's telling you is wrong. This is absolutely wrong. Let her know that this one won't do this.
What
do
you mean by put her in her
place? There are men when they are in their inner room with their women, they can promise heaven and earth. They can even issue check of what they don't have in their account just because of what they want to eat at that moment. But I feel that men should, it has come to that point where men should be able to stand and say, and even if you are at that point of that, whatever, you should be able to say, no, let's do it this way. Because I think men have more, I don't know how to put it, men, however you say it, men are men. A man will always be a man.
You wanted to say something, men have
more
emotional.
Not emotional. I think let me put it this way, to a layman point of view. We know better. men know
On
better.
the know
than
better, what
women.
did Adam do with the know better? Tell me something.
You know what I'm talking about. You
Tell
know
me
this is
something
true.
I
We
don't
know
know.
better.
We know it.
That's why we protect you. We protect them. We are the head. We are the leader. We protect our home.
Okay. The world protection in the beginning times. What happened?
A woman might just come out and cause a chaos, serious problem in the compound.
happened
In the
now
compound
to
before
the-
the
I
man
mean,
comes back from work.
Today alone, I heard we know better. Today alone, I heard better voice from one man, one gender. Please help me out and rephrase what happened in the Adam and Eve times. I mean, I already accepted that we had the power invested in us, the key to you people's padlock. But they know better and they help me now. Help
So
me out.
what's the advantage of having access to the padlock and the key and still don't know when to lock it and when to open it? Because that's the situation here.
Okay. We having the power to the padlock.
And also,
Alright.
you have the key.
And
you also
the
have the
key.
padlock itself.
Everything self-joined.
So, but you don't know how to use it.
No, we know how to use it.
Okay, show
right?
me how
I from my own point of view, let's say I'm the Eve now. I want us to taste that, that succulent fruit. And then you that you said you also know better. I now come to you, I'll tell you, on your head. They know better, uncle. What about that part?
That is why I said it's not for every man. I keep saying
Do you know
this.
better is not
Just
for
like when you are trying to push it
there
down.
are categories.
Men, you can easily influence them because you are a woman. But you can't do that to every man. I gave an instance now of my late dad.
The real man.
How he used to be. And I think that is how it should be. So that we won't be falling into problems, into troubles. Because even the woman itself, if that thing happens, she herself is not safe. So I think it is safe to say that men shouldn't take just everything a woman bring to the table.
So you're saying
have the courage as a man.
It now sounds like everything we're saying is the wrong thing, is the chaos thing.
It's not all.
Okay.
Just like I said earlier, I said it's not all. You should be able to decide to know that this one is not going to work. This one is fine. Because I think we see farther than you guys.
You see, all these things you're saying is not sitting right inside my hair.
Okay,
all these things
I don't know if I can say this. I want to use someone as an example. Yeah. For instance, something happened some time ago between a man and his wife. Now, there are people that were cheering the woman up. They were praising the woman for committing what is not supposed to happen. Infidelity. People are now praising. So what I'm trying to say here is this. If what is it called? The man in question.
Yes.
Or no, the women that are praising the woman that she has done noble.
Yeah.
Praising infidelity. Applauding infidelity.
Okay.
Now you see the mindset, the mentality of women. And every other man was like, I'm not supporting cheating. That's either side. But then let's call a spade what it is. The woman has done wrong.
You want us to enter
she shouldn't have. Yes, women.
You want us
women
to enter that
literally
one.
praising.
You want
praising
us. There's a genesis. You cannot
now,
come in the middle
tell
of the
me
story.
where they got that kind of.
You cannot
imagine the
come.
mindset.
There is a beginning point for them to have to. We check around. We weigh options. There was something. See, women. One thing we do is we react to things as well.
I want to
always
understand something. I want to understand something because somebody was insulting me for trying to correct her. A woman.
What happened?
Do you know what?
When were you not there when the man did this?
I was trying to correct her that I do not support cheating.
Okay.
Anyway, but what I'm saying is, why applauding infidelity? She started insulting.
What did you people do when?
So tell me
when the man did his own infidelity?
Why would somebody, a woman?
Oh, the man that did his own, he's noble.
So do you want to compare yourself to the man? It is written in like from time immemorial. Men has always been. I am not supporting what he did.
Men has always been.
You know these things.
I don't know these things.
Men has always been. That is why there is Adam. There was Eve. There was Adam. He actually was. God made Eve from him.
I know. If you're talking about the women supporting women for being the infidelity, but
yes.
Okay. So when the man does it is Onabajo, there's nothing.
No, you are getting it wrong. I do not
Let me get it
support
right
men
now.
doing that too.
Mhm.
But in this context, I'm talking about this very issue
Our own came out
between
more
them.
to
That
the
why,
public.
why will women
Mm.
applaud her for doing that? Because they were literally dancing that yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
do you
that
know
is
why?
how it should be.
Do you know
That is
why?
how it-
Now let me. Do you know
Men
why?
can never reason that way. That is what I'm saying.
Now,
If a man,
there's
hold on, if a man
there's-
does something,
there's-
a man does something that is wrong,
Mhm.
fellow men will lash
Oh,
at
is that
this.
so?
But why didn't the women reciprocate same?
Reciprocate same now. You see, before we get to that point, right? There is this particular slogan men use. If I should help you and rephrase it.
Okay.
He said, a man will love one woman, but he can also go outside to other women.
If you're talking
What
about that
happens
one,
to that
means
phrase?
that means you want us to talk about that. I will still
What
tell
happened
you
to that-
something
What
that
happened to that phrase? Help me now. You're leaving me in the dark.
for a
So
woman,
let's-
there's a saying that for a woman to go to commit something like that infidelity, she has already thought about it.
No, the
It has
man,
been in her heart.
okay, the man
In
just
fact, anything that
brain.
makes a woman go down with another man,
Okay.
she has already started having that
Thought.
she has already started having that thought
That-
for a very long
she's
time, and she
thinking
started liking and loving that
Yeah.
outsider.
Yeah.
But a man can just
go.
a man can
brainless.
see a man can do anything outside.
He knows better.
Yet he doesn't have anything.
He knows better.
But any
Then
woman
come
that
back.
goes outside to have something with
You
a
see,
man outside,
you see, there's something. They say
it doesn't end there.
women think 20 years ahead. But you also said you see father. You understand?
20 years ahead
You
of
see,
what?
you see father.
At the end of the day,
You
what
people
did
will
you
go
think?
out
At the end of the day, it will still
and go and clean
need
and wash plates, but you did not remember
20
that
years,
you are going to
20 years
share.
further than
you
they are
are
thinking
going to
about, we still
share-
end up in problems. And you're comparing yourself.
You people that don't even think about it.
Let me ask- I have a question.
Okay, sir.
So what you're trying to say is that what a man can do, a woman can do better.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
So if a man go cheating, a woman's supposed to cheat as
Cheat
well.
too.
No. That's the one.
That is what you just
That's not what I'm
said it
saying.
here.
So what are you saying?
Indirectly.
I'm saying that once a woman does it, it's a problem. But once a man does it, it's no problem.
Yeah,
How is that so?
because that's the nature of human.
That's the nature. So we should collect.
Let's look at the Bible
Oh,
and look at the text.
there's
Right?
cheating and there is marrying more than two wives. So
I know.
they're,
But
they're different.
how do you? What's the difference? Let me ask you.
Okay. Now, for the men that can marry a wife, they can also go to the village to take in another girl. They don't need to court. They don't need to know each other. He will just say, I need this one site, pay her that, repair everything, and bring her in. Unlike the other set of men, what they do is they have a wife already, but the contentment is not there. They want something. They want egusi. They want
I'm not sure.
They will go out.
That word
They want to-
contentment.
They won't do what the other first man did, though. Full bride price, everything is sorted. It's like he's buying a cattle off the ranch. So what happens is that this other set of men, option P set of men, they will leave the one at home, and they will go outside. They'll say, "Oh, but no, we want a."
Which one do you prefer among
They
the two?
will
men?
now. It's better that man, the first one, even if I don't like boats, it's better.
You don't like boats?
Yes, I don't like boats.
Why won't you like boats?
Why would I be sharing my empire with another woman?
Because the empire is too big for you to manage.
No, I love big things and I will stay in the big things.
But in the big things that you can't control, what's the point?
Don't worry. With time, we will learn how to we will learn on the job. We'll be
If
controlling
did not
our-
if did not learn on the job,
Okay, then I naturally will learn. Don't worry.
because
If
at the
it's-
end of the day, you're going to destroy what you don't use. Because if you have other people that joins you, then it's easy for you to manage.
Oh my God. Oh no. If it's that one, we will sell off the empire,
So you
And we
become
will
poor.
we will
You rather
reinvest.
you rather
We will
be
be
poor.
shareholders with other people.
What if they mismanage your properties?
Oh my God. See, there's always a way around.
What's the way
There's
around?
always a
This whole
blueprint.
argument is
There's
it
always
still
a-
boils down
don't
to what
worry.
we're talking about here, about
Oh.
Eve and Adam,
Oh.
about women and men.
Chimo.
They will always
Chimo. See, they will always.
But look at it in a real sense, right? You have an empire
Mhm.
that you cannot manage. So instead of you hiring somebody outside
Okay.
that's going to steal out of your properties and take it out,
Okay.
a man decided to have a second wife. to continue to spread the empire and to have managers into the empires
Now,
because they're part of the system, they're part of the ownership.
No, this is similar to having two captains in a ship. It doesn't work.
No, it's not. The captain is the man, the woman is the assistant captain.
The man is the ship.
No, the man can be ship. The property is
the captains. Because the same is bringing on another person inside is just like the same as hiring somebody, because that person you are bringing inside has her own lineage of people that she might want to run away and bring all the goodies.
No, that's why you do like the way you suggested. A man married the first wife, he decided for the second one and went to get from the ranch.
Yes.
He didn't just go umping from one street to another to get down.
Okay.
So it's like you're encouraging that system, because that system is probably the solid systems that establish wealth, prosperity, and management. You understand? And if you look at it very well, people are more likely to bestow authority to children that are from the man's lineage. Like you have a child, you get married to somebody, rather than get somebody outside, no connection, just baby, no marriage, no official marriage or family ties, other than they just connect as a result of having baby. I think that destabilizes the home more than the one that you went and conduct another second marriage. Do you know that?
You're talking about the one that went to go and like...
I went to do the diaries and tried to get the second wife.
Instead of having the
things.
babies outside.
Okay.
Isn't that much better than the ones that just decided to just pick up anyone?
Yes, I said
and
that
I
one
think,
is much
yeah,
better.
but I think you should...
Even if I don't like them.
You should like it, because that's...
Well.
So you're not like Sarah?
More. My name is Stephanie, I'm not Sarah. Sorry.
Really?
So...
I'm not Sarah.
You know, you have to have... That means that you're not a Christian then.
I am.
So
I cannot.
You must have a character like Sarah.
I cannot manage that. I can't do that.
That means that you're a little bit greedy.
See, in fact...
Does that mean you're selfish?
But you just said...
Take it like that.
You just said that one is preferable.
I said I don't like both, but it's better. You know, a problem that is better than the other.
Okay, so would you consider that as a better problem to have?
Yes.
So in a
But at the
absence,
same time, Stephanie doesn't like it.
you might not like it, but it's something that you can consider.
You can just
It's
consider.
better. I mean, he will tell me. He will tell me before he
What if he forgets to tell you?
Then he's indirectly telling me he doesn't need me anymore. So I rather
No, he forgot because he probably didn't want to cause commotions.
For God.
Or
So
mistakenly.
when he brings the person in, that one will not cause more commotion.
It's possible.
Everywhere will burn.
What's
fire.
this? What if the fire refused to burn?
The fire must burn. If fire doesn't, the gas will explode.
What if if there's prevention?
Prevention, yeah.
It's not for everybody.
So in summary,
Oh my God.
let's
not
the
go
questions
there.
again, it was that what makes Eve to influence Adam? And we've looked at that aspect, but let's look at it biblically. But before I do that, to surrender, because we are time spent,
Okay.
I want you to give us 1 minute appeal concerning your argument that Eve has influence because she's a woman.
Yes.
And I also, Fred, I want you to give us a 1 minute argument on this aspect that I'm going to round up. So I need your final thought on this.
All right. So, and the viewers, my final thoughts on this is yes. Like I said earlier, and I still remain understanding points. She's a woman. The power bestowed onto her that the men did not know about when God was creating us and we didn't share with them. They just feel the effects. Yes. And being the neck of the body, controlling the head. Yes. That is the power she had to influence or manipulate Adam.
Oh, well, my own is that the man actually was just being the man that is loving up, that loves his wife and believes in her judgments, just like some men are doing today. And at the end of the day, it turns issues. You know, I do not support you not. I'm not saying you shouldn't take your things or orders from your wife if you have to, or believe her judgments. But it should be, and there should be limits to it. There should be a limit, to it. There should be a limit to it to avoid issues in the long run.
So we're going to round up. Before we round up, let's have clarity to this. Let's use the biblical narratives.
Okay.
In the creations of heaven and earth, And it comes to the sixth day where humans need to be created. They said they gathered and they said, let's create man in our own image.
Yeah.
So they created Adam. And while Adam was working and everything was becoming independently upon his head, they also sat down and decided that this man needed an assistant.
Yeah.
You understand? So the job of a woman to a man is an assistant.
Okay.
And that's why sometimes who you choose as your deputy, if you're a president,
Yeah.
as a deputy, if you're a governor, as an assistant, if you're a manager, matters a lot. Because they're supposed to be your mirror.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be able to anticipate the areas where you don't think or you're not into.
Yeah.
So when you're making decisions as a wife to a man, you must be super well thoughtful. Think about the dangers this could cause, because your recklessness can destroy the man. And I think when Eve was created to be an assistant, the goal was to help Adam to achieve his purpose, his dream, his ambitions, and what he was designed for. Yes, it's just for him.
Just.
Yeah, because that's why he was created. Let's create a woman. And that's why Eve was taken from the ribs. And at the end of the day, I think he failed. And the only reasons why Eve, looking at the biblical text, was able to influence. And if you look at what Adam says, when he said, why are you naked? He said, the woman you have given to me. You understand? Which means original plan was that Adam was supposed to listen to his wife. Adam was supposed to rely and be confident in her judgment. And to use that to navigate his purpose in life. It's like driving a car and you're relying on the side mirrors to help you not to get into the gutter. And now, instead of the mirrors to help you to achieve that, the mirror actually encourages you as if the gutter is the road. So you jump into it and then you find yourself inside a canal. Now you, the mirror, the car, now went into a ditch. And hence, that purpose of the missions. So as a woman, your job is to assist your man, help him have clarity to his visions, support his missions, and help him fine-tune how things are going to come to life. But he fails. Ease. And that's the purpose. So for these reasons, the biblical text narrates the reasons why it was possible for him to be influenced. Don't forget the dog, the cat, the goat, the sheep, the trees, and everything. The animals in that creation had it difficult to influence Adam, except that assistant, who is the Eve. So based on that reference, it is clear Adam was not stupid. He just followed the guidelines of the creations, having an assistant to help him achieve his purpose. Unfortunately, he did not have check and balance, a guide to make sure that the person he's relying on is not put into a dangerous zone. So for our viewers, thank you very much for watching. And I hope this could encourage people to see things in a different perspective. Look at our mothers, look at our wives, look at our sisters, and use your skills, your ability, your God-given strength, your God-given influence towards men to help them achieve their purpose, their dream, and drive them to their destined land. Thank you for watching. And don't forget, this is Frequency Live. Please share, follow, as it's shown on our screen, all our social handles. We hope to see you next time. I'll bring you a very interesting topic again. And if you have any questions that you want us to address, don't forget to let us know. And if you want to join our podcast, please send us a DM. We'll be much interested to invite you. And discussions like this, you not only watch us, you'll be part of the game, part of the team that discuss these issues that concerns us, both as Christians and as individuals. Once again, thank you very much for watching. Till we see you next time. Stay tuned.